Alright, so I just wanted to come on this video and say I'm not making videos to be in any kind of competition with anybody else on YouTube. I come on here and make videos to vent out my thoughts. So in no way, shape, or form am I in any sort of YouTube competition with anybody when it comes to uploading videos. I'm gonna try to be somewhat profound in this video, but I don't think I can be, because now at this time I'm like a sponge. I'm soaking in all kinds of information. I guess that's what a normal human being is supposed to do, right? But every time I wake up and I go on YouTube, all I see is YouTube AI slop videos that are being uploaded onto YouTube, and that's all I see at this point. So actually last night I went down a huge rabbit hole because of a Patreon video I had listened to. And I mean, I've been through many rabbit holes, throughout my life, but I just keep learning and experiencing that more and more. These specific rabbit holes regarding religion and conspiracies, they keep on getting deeper. These rabbit holes keep getting deeper. And I actually felt some sort of way about it last night. I felt betrayed. I felt angry. I felt depressed. But the weird thing is that now at this point I feel like even though this type of information, this type of rabbit hole goes deeper information, every time I listen to these videos, I realize that I couldn't be doing anything better with my time than to try to listen to these videos and to try and figure out how to get out of these many prisons that we're in. And the rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper. I mean, it's not like I come across these videos every day, but I feel like if I'm not reading something profound, or I'm watching something profound, quote unquote profound, or or maybe something that's a conspiracy, because I've always been interested in listening and learning about how far these rabbit holes really go, because I feel like now at this time that's the most important thing I could be doing right now, is just listening, learning. But it just seems like life and the universe and what's going on, I just feel like it's a big bundle of thread, or it's a big bundle, it's like I don't know. It's like all of this entanglement. It's a big entanglement of confusion and frustration that, you know, any kind of normal human being would want to figure out, and to try to tell themselves, like how do we, you know, as a human on this prison planet, you know, prison planet run by a huge parasite who thinks it's a god, okay? And I'm trying to unravel and untangle all of this confusion around how did the universe and the earth, how did it get like this? I'm just simply perplexed. Because we've, you know, as humans, as human beings, we've all been hexed. We've been hexed into a world that is purely run on primal instinct and survival and just all this awful shit, all this horrible shit. And it's just like, I can't seem to wrap my head around, you know, as a human being myself, and I have a conscious, I have a soul, which is wired to a body, it's wired to a brain, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, how do we get out of this? How do we get out of this terror prison that is the earth right now? Like, I'm totally just lost for words, and I find myself just being perplexed and thinking about how did a light that came into being, that is within us, how did this light get entrapped and entangled in all of these prisons, to where it seems like there is no escape, you know, from this hell that we call the earth. And whatever we know that may be out there in the universe, we don't really know. We don't really know these things. And like the guy was saying last night in the Patreon video, it's like, you know, he was questioning, like, okay, if God wanted to make perfect beings to rule over this earth, then why did that source, why did that intelligent, almighty, powerful source, why did that source make the beings, or the human beings, imperfect? Why would he want to do that? Right? This is what normal human beings with common sense should be thinking about every day. But, you know, when you're thinking about these things all the time, though, it really does take a toll on your energy and your mind power, because nobody knows what happens after this. And I've come to the conclusion that I may be living in a physical body, but maybe the real truth is that I'm already dead. Maybe that's the real truth. And then when you so-called pass on, right, or you die, right, maybe that's the true life. Because you can, as a light, as a soul, you can choose to be still, you know, and not exert any energy. But maybe as your own pure ether light, you can choose to not be in the void. You can choose not to be within non-existence. And then just, you know, as a light, you can project that light however you want, but it has to be through the right spectrum. It has to be through the right spectrum into non-existence. And I'm thinking, okay, that might be the real life, because it is clear to me that I am so self-aware to the point to where I'm dreaming at night, or I'm dreaming at any part of the day or the night, and these dreams are coming to me, and these dreams that I'm having when I'm sleeping at night, they're actually coming into fruition about what I happen to think about. So this is what's happening right now is truly profound and unexplainable. Because as human beings, we have to wake up from our dreams, which is actually closer to our real life than anything else. And I just want people to realize that. Because as human beings, and all the animals that have been gene spliced onto this earth, we're all suffering. We're all suffering. It doesn't matter what it is, you know. And it's just like, I'm thinking, who would want to make a world like this for us? What in its right mind or wrong mind? Because I'm thinking, I don't know, this is all just so crazy to me. I can't even fathom it right now. I can't even fathom it right now. It's crazy because I don't know, man. I just see the same things happening every day. The same mannerisms from people, the same algorithmic behavioral, systematic, synthetic behaviors and actions from people. I'm thinking, am I the only one thinking about this stuff? I can't be the only one thinking about this stuff. And it's really crazy. But anyways, that's it. The video's too long, so I'm gonna cut it out here.